Welcome to the Progress Report, a program where we highlight the current investment climate here in Guyana. In this episode, we speak with Mexican Ambassador to Guyana, Mauricio Vizcaino Crespo, about the Latin American country's contemplation of investing in Guyana.
Definitely, Guyana has captured the attention of the whole world, I believe, not only Mexico, because of all the opportunities that have been presented to the private sector and to the whole business community. I think that the level and the rhythm in which the Guyanese economy is growing has allowed the country to attract investment in every single sector, and that speaks very well of the policies that have been put in place to attract that investment, to retain it, and to make it a very attractive destination for, as I said, any kind of investor in any sector. Explosion in a positive connotation of the world of the oil and gas sector, and all the revenue that has come to the people of Guyana and to the government administering it. It definitely has put in place a renewal of all the country's infrastructure, a very wide opportunity for them to invite companies and to allow them to establish in Guyana. You know, it's a very competitive world in terms of business. All the countries in the world are trying to attract investment, to generate jobs, and to innovate in that process. So I think that all this revenue coming, as I said, in the past few years, mainly from the oil and gas sector, but also from other blooming sectors within the country. It has allowed the government to have enough resources to employ them in order to generate attractive policies for companies. That may be tax rate, tax exemptions, and anything that can be looked as a positive sign for companies to come and establish their businesses here. And also the fact that the Guyanese business sector is open to partnering up with foreign companies. It's not only the companies finding the opportunity here, but also the Guyanese private sector inviting them to partner up and to be part of all these development. Well, they were a group of companies from the construction sector, agriculture sector, and the technology software development sector. One of them even was promoting the use of drones, for example, in the agriculture sector. So basically, we approached the authorities here in Guyana, the Minister of Finance, the Prime Minister, and others within the cabinet, because they wanted to understand what's the government's view and what are they working on, as I was talking before, to make them easier to land in Guyana. So basically, they had the opportunity to share with them, with these Mexican companies, with their representatives, all the mechanisms that they've put in place, so that they can find a local partner that to make it to make this partnership work easily without so many bureaucratic barriers. How the government has put in place some changes in terms of modernizing their processes, and what's coming up next regarding a single, a single window for all the processes that need to be done to establish a company, etc. So I think that they needed to hear it from the ones working on the policies, and to have that reassurance. And of course, we're very thankful that the government of Guyana is open to that possibility at such a high level. We're very, we do recognize that effort, and also they had a meeting with the director of Go Invest, Dr. Peter Ramsarup, who also talked about the strategies that they are putting in place so that all the sectors can get investment. Not the only one, probably the star sector right now, the oil and gas, but all of them. Specifically those that can bring new products and new services to the Guyanese. And I also have to underscore the fact and the emphasis they've made on the great opportunity of having a local partner. And I think that's very valuable, because it's not just opening the country for foreign companies to come here and do business and probably get the feeling that they're just generating this profit and taking it back home. No, they are like the purpose of these Mexican companies coming to Guyana is because they want to develop their business here with a Guyanese company by their hand and reinvest whatever profit they have to grow within Guyana, generate jobs, generate innovation, make all the technology transfer, building a capacity within the Guyanese labor force. So I think that's basic, and we have felt that the government is pushing towards that situation, towards that vision of having them bring their investment, but really build wellness for the Guyanese people, along with, of course, the benefits that they generate, in particular with the case of Mexico, for the whole region, because we're, of course, part of the Caribbean, and we know that whomever in the region is doing well, that means good news for all of us. They definitely need to come here. They need to come and see what's going on in Guyana, because I know that technology has allowed us to have everything online, to have video conferences, and to call almost everyone everywhere in the world in real time, but they have to come. That's the first advice we give to Mexican companies interested in Guyana. They have to come and see it for themselves, and because it's very different, the experience that they get when they actually move around the country than what they can get from a first contact with their peers through a video conference or a call or an email. So it's very important to know that they have to come here and talk to the people and visit the places and see where the country is going. And also to consider all these mechanisms that have been put in place by the local government to attract investment.